Hey guys, hope you're having a good day. Beautiful day here. But I wanted to talk about a little cart I made up here for my MIG welder. I just recently bought me a MIG welder and didn't really like the carts that you can buy for them and the way it worked. So I actually made up the cart myself and I'm very pleased with it. So it's pretty simple. Went to Tractor Supply, bought these little wheels right here. They are not the inflatable type wheel. They're actually got hard rubber, so you don't have to worry about the air leaking out of them and going flat and running over something and a nail or whatever. So they're pretty durable. They do a good job. And made up my own axle. Just took and made up a little metal frame here all the way around, and then laid some oak boards down on there and screwed them down. As you can see, it's really dusty. But and then for the axle, I just went down with another piece of metal and then got a piece of rod. This is like half-inch round stalk, and I ran it all the way through to the other side, and I drilled it so I could put a cotter pin in it. And but I did have to weld a washer on the inside to keep the weight wheel, from going in tight against this metal frame. But that metal washer is the same size. It's half-inch. It gets welded on the inside of your inside wheel. Then the wheel goes up against your washer, and then you've left enough room then to put a washer here and drop a cotter key in here. So you've got a good job. It's good and tight. I mean, no wobble in it or anything like that. So this thing's got this metal stand. You got this platform down here to put all kinds of stuff on. You lay your welding hood, some tools, whatever you want. And then I went with the gas. I like using the gas with my MIG welder. So I made it. I'll push it forward here where you can see. I actually just, when I put this plywood table on top of my metal frame right here, I actually just cut a hole in my plywood that is the same size as the bottle of gas. And then to keep it from moving around or shifting around any at the bottom, I just made up these little wooden tabs, that I could screw down to the bottom table. So that keeps this bottle from moving around. It keeps everything safe. You don't have to worry about the bottle being, you don't have to worry about losing it or it upsetting or doing anything, that would be dangerous. Right here, all I did was just take a little piece of 1.5 inch. I just squared it up, a little piece of 1.5 inch wood. And then I screwed up from the bottom, screwed into it, so it's good and strong. And then I just roll up my leads and hang them right there. Now you can do that any way you want, but that's the way I chose to do it, and found out that it's really works really very well. So I fold up my ground last, so I always know that my ground has been folded up last, and then I just snap my ground on whatever I'm doing, and then there's my lead. So. Just pretty handy there. Show you how I did the tongue. I'll turn this thing around here. I love the way this works. Yeah, I actually made this up too. I got the same wheel at Tractor Supply, and then I just I'm gonna let that down, and then I just made up this little frame right here, and then again made me a little axle out of 1/2 inch round stalk that would go through, and then I brought it up here in this little metal frame that comes across the front. I just used like a 5/8 bolt, something like that, and you can use whatever you want, but you can see the head. I left enough room that the head doesn't touch the tire under there. So it comes up through, you put your nut on it, you tighten it down, and you've got a swivel. And this works really nice. You can make really tight corners with it. And then up here at the top to keep my handle, well, actually to make up the handle, I just used a little piece of scrap tubing that I had here and made up a handle. And didn't have to, but I had a steel ball actually laying around here, so I welded a steel ball on the end of it. Of course, you don't have to do that. But and then I made a little latch up here that I could turn sideways to hold it in place. But yeah, so I'll show you here how this thing just turns around. I mean, you know, you can pull it around wherever you want. You can back it in. I wanted to show you what I did here for my cable. It's yeah, I just took a little piece of number 9 wire and bent it around here, and then bent a curl on the end of it. Bent another curl on that end, screwed it down. And to keep this from dangling around or doing whatever, I just made that up there so I could just hang my power cord right there. So that part works really nice. But I love the fact that I can move around anywhere I want in my shop, and the bottle of gas goes with me. You know, if you have your bottle of gas just standing up, you know, beside your machine, if you got your machine on a table and then you got your bottle of gas, you got to worry about it upsetting. And then if you want to move to another location, you know, then you got to worry about unhooking your bottle, unhooking your gauges, moving it up. This way it's all together. It's a great setup. I love it. And I don't normally make any videos when I'm making this stuff up. I normally make it up, use it. If I like it, I'll make a video of it. And but I want to make sure it works good before I tell anybody else about it. So, but I love it. And then, like I say, it does give you room. I made up my table big enough to lay my welding hood on there. Some tools, some wrenches, hammers, whatever you're working on. But yeah, I love it, guys. It works really well. Pretty simple. You go to Tractor Supply and buy your wheels and all that stuff you need. Harbor Freight, whatever. So anyway, guys, I hope you found the video interesting. Something pretty simple. A much, much better cart than what you can buy, I can assure you that. So if you like spending a little time in the shop, you want to do something like this, this works really well. If you enjoyed the video and found it interesting, I appreciate it if you would hit like and subscribe. And I got a lot of interesting stuff on Rich Mountain Farm channel. So appreciate you guys. Thank you.